G. I'm nervous. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do something a little bit different, a little bit fun. I'm gonna tell you 20 random facts about me. So I've seen this video going around YouTube for a little while now, and I really like the idea of it because I would love for you guys to know a little bit more about me. Let's just start. When I was little, I used to sit with my little cousin. I think she must have been around 2 at the time, and I would swap her 2 pence pieces, so like a 2-penny coin for a £1 coin. Because the 2 pence was bigger than the pound, I convinced her that my coin had more value, so I would swap her for money. It's quite bad, isn't it? I absolutely hate grating cheese. I'm not scared of it, I just hate it. It makes me feel sick. I hate this feeling of the sweaty block of cheese in my hand. It's slippy. I just don't do it. I don't do it. I just don't do it. If we want cheese, we either buy grated cheese or Jack has to grate the cheese. I named nearly all of my pets Jack, even when I was like really small. So like I had a dog called Jack from when I was about 8 years old. Before that I had a rabbit called Jack. My granny the other day told me that we had 2 fish called Jack. And then I met Jack, my boyfriend. How nice. I fell in love with Jack when I was 15, and I was at a music festival in Scotland, and he was my friend's big brother. And I cannot remember meeting him like whatsoever, but Jack says that he just saw this kid staring at him. Like, I was obsessed. I was fully obsessed. We did not start going out properly until I was 18, 19, but yeah, love at first sight. I didn't actually really wear makeup until I was about 15. I did not have any interest in makeup whatsoever when I was younger. The most I would do is maybe like green glittery eyeliner with no mascara. I thought I was like the cutest thing ever. Again, back to my high school days, I thought I was the coolest because I had braces, glasses, and I had a home dye job on my hair. So I had like my natural colour with flashes of red through it that I did at home. I don't know why, but I thought it was amazing. I got bullied quite a lot for that. When I was in school, I used to go to skiing lessons. I've been skiing since I was 4 years old, and there was this boy that I really fancied. And one time on the way home from skiing lessons, I plucked up the courage to ask him out on a note. So I wrote on a note, I was like, will you go out with me? And he said no. He said no. And that broke my heart. When I was little, me and my mum and dad used to go to car boot sales. If you are not from the UK, car boot sales are pretty much like a yard sale, but everyone kind of goes with their cars and they sit in like a big car park or a field, and you basically sell your old shit. And I used to get so excited about this because I would look at all my stuff and be like, who would not want my stuff? My stuff's amazing. And I also used to hand make jewellery. So I would get my string, I would put the beads on the string and tie them off and make little clasps for them. And I used to get so excited about making this jewellery and selling it. I thought I was going to do really, really well. I think my mum bought a necklace off me, and then some like stranger, like some lady bought a bracelet, and then that dream died. When I was really small, I had a slight obsession with biting people. It was really bad. I used to bite family members. My dad used to just put his palm flat on my face so I couldn't bite it. And my cousin used to bring her friends over and I would try and bite them. It was bad. I think it was a cry for attention, personally. When I was about 13 years old, I fell into a big box of glass in the garden, which was from a window but that had been smashed. So we took all the glass out and put it in a box, and my mum said, Jamie, watch you don't fall in that big box of glass. And I did. I fell in the box of glass, and I've actually still got a little bit of glass in my arm because I cannot face getting it taken out. It doesn't hurt anymore, but you can feel it. You can feel it rocking around in there. When I was about 3 years old, I jumped off a bed and broke my arm. My right arm, because I remember I didn't have to actually do any schoolwork. So when I was 3, I broke this arm jumping off a bed, and then when I was maybe about 5 or 6, I was learning how to ride a bike, and my dad, he is a biker, he's got motorbikes, so when you're on a motorbike, you're going at that speed that you have to tilt your body when you're going around corners, and I was riding a pedal bike with stabilisers, and my dad was like, lean around the corner, Jamie, lean around the corner. So I was just sitting pretty much stationary, and I just went meow and broke my arm. And that was his fault, and I still think it's his fault. Even though he bought me sweets on the way to the hospital, still your fault, Dad. One time when I was younger, my granddad thought it would be really fun to go and see a dead whale. So he took me and my 2 cousins into the car, and we drove maybe like an hour up north to go and see a dead whale. I don't think it was fun. I think it was smelly. I can't really remember it. I think it's one of those things that I might have kind of blocked out a little bit. But yeah, that happened. My first ever job was at a kids soft play. So it's like one of those big centres you go to with your children, and you go and you let them into, it's like a big huge jungle gym, and they can play, and there's slides, places that they can pee and be sick. And I used to have to throw kids parties when I was 15. I smelled like chips all the time. I was going to say when I was younger, but this is still the case. If I like a film, a movie, or a song a lot, I'll just repeat it. I'll play it on repeat until I get sick of it. Like, I used to sit and watch Alice in Wonderland and then rewind it and watch it all over again, and rewind it and watch it all over again, and then maybe watch my favourite bit, and then I would watch it all over again. And then even just now, Jack goes nuts at me for this, but I will just listen to the same song in the car all the time and sing really loud, really badly. People ask me this question quite a lot, and a lot of people are surprised when they meet me in real life, but I am a tall woman. I am 5'10", which I think is like 173 or 76 centimetres. I'm really tall. People ask me, do you still wear heels? Yeah, I do. I do whatever I want. I'm a big woman. I'm all woman. I was a serious gamer when I was younger, and I still kinda am, I suppose, but I used to sit for hours and hours and play Rayman, Ratchet and Clank and Spyro. So not cool games, I'm talking about like child games. I still have my PlayStation 2 with Simpsons Hit and Run. I have all the Spyros downloaded onto my PS3, and then Jack's got a PlayStation 4 which I have Ratchet and Clank for as well, and I finish them like that. I'll get it and I'll sit down and I'll just play it until I finish it. I used to just not leave the house and just be like, no, it's okay, I'm just gonna play my game. When I was watching everyone else's fact, they kind of included their fears or something they didn't like. I genuinely have no fears. None. There's things I don't like. I don't like spiders that much. I wouldn't go like crazy over holding them. Like, I don't really, like, they don't bother me though. Yeah, I'm not scared of anything. Heights don't bother me. What else? Snakes and any animals don't bother me. I'm not scared of animals. I personally think that dying at the hand of an animal would be like pretty heroic. Imagine Jamie Genevieve, YouTuber, dies by getting eaten by a shark. That's badass. I have seen every single episode of The Simpsons in South Park. Every single one. When I do my makeup, if I'm not filming, I will just watch programs, and then if I'm cleaning, I'll carry my iPad around and watch programs. If I am editing, I can have something on in the background and edit and still be able to watch it. I'm good at multitasking like that. But yeah, I've seen every single episode, and I've only got 1 season left of Gossip Girl, but I'm saving it until like I'm not well, or I've got like a week off and I can just sit and watch it and cry because I've heard it's amazing. Because someone ruined it on Twitter, actually. Someone ruined it on Twitter. Asshole. And my last fact, if you want to call it a fact, is just basically another representation of how weird I was when I was young. I used to get dry spaghetti, so you know the sticks of spaghetti, I used to get those, get 2 of them, and there was a specific Tom and Jerry episode that that Jerry was leading an orchestra, or Tom, I can't remember. One of them was leading an orchestra. It looked like a big kind of like thing, I don't know. Anyway, I used to stand in front of the TV in my pants and pretend I was conducting the orchestra with these bits of spaghetti, and then every so often I would just go and then start eating the raw spaghetti. I just loved it. I thought it was great. And I used to always eat raw potato off my mum when she was cooking. Yep. So you guys, that was some random facts about me. Some of them you may have known already, some of them you may really have not wanted to know, but hopefully you know me a little bit better now. I would love it so... Shut up. I would love it if you guys wrote in the comments a random fact about you. I would love to know a little bit more about you guys. Other than that, if you like this video, remember to give it a little cheeky thumbs up for me, please. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.